Hello, everybody. This is week four forum. Um, really like the quote from Winston Churchill in this forum saying, "Success and failure come with great interference." I try as a coach to let my players understand that failure is part of success, and um, you're not going to be able to succeed without failing first. Because at some point in time, even though they might have been good high school players and they might have never, ran into trouble or failure before. So I just want to let them know that failure is okay with me as their coach, because I know that it's going to lead to them becoming better baseball players. But moving on to question one, what is your potential in the graduate program? What do you bring to the classroom? What is your potential in your research proposal? And what do you bring to your research? As far as what my potential is in the graduate program, I would say that my potential is to be the best student that I can be, and to take in the most amount of information that I can take in to take with me through life and through my career as an educator and as a baseball coach. What do I bring to the classroom? I feel I bring um, things that I can control. My my effort in the class, my attitude about doing the work, um, and I feel that I can do a better job of uh, being ahead of the work. Uh, so I've identified that problem and that failure, and now that I've experienced a little bit of failure in the class, I think that will lead to more success in the future. Um, Going off of my research proposal, um, my research topic is about sports specialization and how it specifically impacts college baseball players. Um, so I would say that my potential in my research is just that it's going to give me information about whether sports specialization is beneficial for baseball players in their careers or not, and I'll be able to um, spread that information to other coaches, parents, and players in the game of baseball. And what do I bring to my research? I think I just bring a passion to it because I'm very interested in the topic, because I get to talk to a lot of parents who don't know if they should introduce their child to specialization early to give them an advantage or not. So I'm very interested in figuring out the research on this topic, and uh, kind of going over how college athletes right now perceive the issue. Number two, what are the current distractions in your life that are preventing peak performance in this class? Um, well, I do. I have two jobs. I have a PE teacher at an elementary school in Irvine, and I'm a pitching coach at Golden West Community College. Um, and last year I did the PE class, and it's only in the morning, so that's not a huge distraction. I would say that the bigger distraction would be as a coach at Golden West, because it's my first year at that college, and I'm a full time pitching coach, so I have a lot of responsibility in that area and for those guys. Um, so I would say that's the biggest distraction for me right now. So, what steps am I taking to manage and counteract these distractions so that I can experience peak performance in the class? Um, I would say that staying ahead of the work in the class is something that I wasn't doing early in the class, but I feel like I'm getting ahead now. and I have to stay on top of that and make sure I'm ahead of everything, and I'm managing my time well, so that I don't fall behind and I stay on top of my work. How do you perceive peak performance, and what does it look like for you, and how do I measure it? I would say I perceive peak performance as if you can control everything that you can control, and you're doing everything that you need to do to be successful, no matter what the outcome is, I think that's peak performance. For example, one of my pitchers, I would say that I strive for them to control what they can control on a daily basis, and that's their attitude, their concentration, and their effort. We call ACE. So if they're giving me a great attitude when they come to the field every day, and they're giving a great attitude in class, they have great concentration when they're going about their work in the classroom and on the field, and they're giving great effort in everything that they're doing in terms of weights, conditioning, in the classroom, and on the field, then that's peak performance for me, because that they're doing everything that they need to be able to do. And for me, in this class, I would say that peak performance for me would be staying ahead of my work, getting everything done, making sure that I read everything, and I'm following the directions to the best of my ability, and I'm communicating with Dr. Tanis well, so that I understand what I'm supposed to do and what's expected of me. How do you measure it? I think it just comes from within you. I think you know if you're doing everything that you can to control what you can control. So I think the only person that can measure that is the person that's going about their work. I think that's it. I think I answered all the questions. Looking forward to watching everybody else's video and getting some responses. So thank you very much for watching my video.